Hey everybody, it's Chris here. I hope that you have been well. I am here with a new video and I just wanted to go over what I found useful this year as far as equipment that has made my life as a photographer and a cinematographer much easier. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. Let's start off with the Sony FX3. It's been my go-to camera this year as far as video work. I have found it portable, easy for me to travel with when I'm going to work with clients out of state. And because of its nature, with the quarter 20 ports all over, I can mount a cage on it, I can build it up, or I can build it down as small or as large as I need it to be for longer shoot days or smaller shoot days. So I have found it very useful. With the version 2.0 update, it has become even more versatile and more important of a tool in my arsenal, and I just find it incredible for the performance that you get, especially in low light situations. If I'm shooting indoors, then having that low light capability where I can just get the performance that I need without having to worry about it is something that I have come to rely on and something that I really love about this camera. I'm actually shooting on it right now using the Sony 24 G Master lens. So this is the 1.4 G Master. I recently picked this up and it has been my go-to lens right now. It gives you that wider perspective other than my 51.4, which I do love, but sometimes 50 is too tight for certain situations. 24 gives me a wider angle, which allows me to get more of a room when I'm covering events or documentary work. And I just find the 1.4 extremely useful because when I'm doing work where it involves being in low light situations, opening it all the way up to 1.4 is extremely helpful. Plus, I have found this lens to be super sharp, so when I'm using it for my still work, it has been amazing to work with. Up next is the Mac Studio. And so I ended up getting the Mac Studio back in April when it first came out. So my unit is the base model of the M1 Max Mac Studio, and it has been a game changer for me as far as performance. I've worked on a lot of videos this year for clients, and having the ability to process those videos using the M1 Max chip has been it's just changed things for me as far as being able to process videos a lot quicker, have everything render so much faster than what I was using before, which was the M1 Mac Mini, which was good for a transition away from the Intel chips, but there is a big difference between that M1 Mac Mini and this M1 Max Mac Studio. So just if you're a video creator, if you're somebody who produces a lot of video content, I would highly suggest getting one of these. The M1 Max is plenty for me just because of the work that I do. If I was working with higher resolution files that I wanted to future-proof myself in a way, I would go for the M1 Ultra, but that might be overkill for you. So if that's overkill, I'd just go ahead and suggest pick up an M1 Max Mac Studio. You won't be unsatisfied with it. And last, we're going to go with the M1 Pro MacBook Pro. So I figured that since I have the M1 Max Mac Studio, I don't necessarily need all that power of the M1 Max chip when I'm on the go, so I opted to get the M1 Pro MacBook Pro. It has been my go-to device when I'm traveling. I love how it is such an improvement over the previous generation with the touch bar. While I did like the touch bar as a way to easily access certain tools in Final Cut, I feel that it was an under-executed idea. And so when I use this newer laptop, having ports, first of all, has been a great time saver where I don't have to worry about finding a dongle and then having to link up something. But this is just, it's a great machine. It's a solid machine. It is what I wish the previous generation of MacBook Pros had been, but I'm happy with where it is right now, and I am hoping to see some improvements with it in the future as far as just generational updates. But as far as the form factor and the ports, I cannot be more happier with how it performs. It handles my Photoshop files really easily. It handles the files from Lightroom when I'm editing high resolution photos off my A7R4. It's fantastic. So if you're looking for a solid machine that gets the job done, I highly recommend it. But that does it for this video. I hope that you found something that was useful, that could help you in your line of work or help you figure out what you need to create. My name is Chris. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Till then, one.